Top 10 Most Beautiful Royal Jewelry. The 102.48 carat Ashberg diamond, formerly owned by the family of Nicholas II, bears the brunt of the 20th century. It was removed from the body of the innocently murdered daughter of the last Tsar of the Romanov dynasty. The family of Nicholas II was shot in Yekaterinburg on the night of July 16th to 17th, 1918. At the time of the murder, some members of the firing squad experienced mystical horror as bullets bounced off the Tsar's daughters. The head of the execution, Yakov Yurovsky, recalled, "The revolver bullets ricocheted and bounced around the room like hail. The bayonet could not penetrate the bodice of one of the girls." After the murder, about 8 kilograms of jewelry was removed from the corpses. Most of the jewelry was sewn into the corsets of the Grand Duchesses, and the smaller part was hidden in Alexandra Feodorovna's belt. Ural Council members sent the jewelry to Moscow, probably not all of it, and handed them over to Kremlin Commandant Pavel Malkov. The question arises, where are these jewels now? Probably the Soviet government sold them abroad to get money in the conditions of civil war and industrialization. It is impossible to determine what exactly was found on the corpses. However, there is an Ashberg diamond, 102.48 carats, which most likely belonged to the royal family. This stone is unique in its amber cognac color and weight. It was acquired by Nicholas II at the beginning of the 20th century and was the personal property of the family. Romanov jewelry was divided into crown jewelry, belonging to the Russian Empire, and personal jewelry. The crown jewels were sent to Moscow at the beginning of the First World War, while the personal ones remained with the owners in St. Petersburg or Tsarskoye Selo. However, in 1934, the Soviet government sold Ashberg to Swedish banker Olof Ashberg. Olof Ashberg, 1877 to 1960, was the head of the Stockholm bank Nya Banken and brought a significant collection of icons from Russia. How did one of his most valuable personal diamonds end up in Moscow in 1934 if the Romanovs were supposed to take him into exile in Tobolsk in 1917? Apparently, it was transferred to Moscow in 1918 by Yurovsky's men, among other jewels taken from murdered family members. Diamond negligee necklace, royal diamonds at Sotheby's auction. The Sotheby's auction will take place in November, and one of its main lots will be the diamond negligee necklace, a unique jewelry of the 18th century made of 500 diamonds with a total weight of 300 carats. It is estimated at $2 million, and this is the case when the opportunity to purchase it is worth considering. This necklace, created on the eve of the Great French Revolution, went through many historical events and twice decorated the upper class. In 1939, it shone at the coronation of Elizabeth II, where it was worn by Shirley Paget, the daughter-in-law of the Marchioness of Anglesey. 16 years earlier, the necklace was worn by the Marchioness of Anglesey herself at the coronation of George VI. But the most curious thing about this story is the alleged connection of the necklace's diamonds with the tragic events surrounding the execution of French Queen Marie Antoinette. According to the auction house, some of the stones of the diamond negligee necklace were once part of the necklace that caused the Queen's reputation to fall. In 1784, the court adventurer Jeanne de Valois committed a jewelry scam, stealing a necklace, which was then substituted for Marie Antoinette. The deception was revealed, but the Queen's reputation was destroyed and a revolution broke out in the country. In 1793, the Queen was beheaded. The stolen necklace was taken apart and many of its stones disappeared. Sotheby's representatives believe that the diamonds adorning the tassels of the diamond negligee necklace are the missing stones from Marie Antoinette's necklace, extracted from the legendary Golconda mines, depleted by the end of the 18th century. For 150 years, the necklace belonged to the aristocratic Anglesey family, and in the 1960s, it was sold to a private collector from Asia. After that, the jewelry disappeared from view and did not appear in public. Before the necklace is sold at auction in November, it can be seen in London, Hong Kong, New York, and Dubai. We are looking forward to hearing the news about who will become the new owner of this unique jewelry masterpiece. The Dutch Queen joined her parents at a state banquet in Oman. At the event, held on Tuesday evening, 21-year-old Caterina Amalia drew attention to her elegance by wearing a Malario ruby parure tiara. This accessory has a rich history and was created by legendary jeweller Oscar Massin in 1888 to celebrate Queen Emma's 30th birthday. The Malario ruby parure tiara has become part of the history of the Dutch royal family, passing through 6 generations. It was worn by Queen Emma, Juliana, Beatrix, and finally, Queen Maxima. Caterina Amalia chose this accessory for her debut, emphasizing the connection with royal traditions. The princess is known for her interest in tiaras and jewelry. She wore her mother's and grandmother's tiaras more than once, expressing respect for family history and traditions. This time, she chose the Malario ruby parure tiara to mark an important event, the state visit of Sultan Haitham bin Tariq of Oman. Caterina Amalia also showed off her style by wearing a lavender dress from the British brand Safiya London. This outfit has become a symbol of elegance and sophistication, complementing her image at an important event. Queen Maxima, in turn, chose a dress by Pakistani designer Mahpara Khan, which she previously wore to the wedding of Crown Prince Hussein and Princess Rajwa in 2023. Her image was complemented by the Württemberg ornate pearl tiara, pearl necklace and earrings. Magnificent Art Deco tiara and parure by Baroness Brayborn. For those who follow the lives of the aristocracy and members of the royal families, the name Doreen Knatchbull. Brayborn is probably familiar. Today, I would like to draw your attention once again to this outstanding woman and her unique jewelry collection, which includes a magnificent diamond tiara and an Art Deco parure. Let me give you a brief overview of the life of Lady Doreen Brown. She was born on May 29, 1896, at Westport House, the family residence of the Marquesses of Sligo. Her father was the 6th Marquess of Sligo. In 1919, Lady Doreen married Michael Knatchbull, son of the 4th Baron Brayborn. In 1933, Michael became Baron Brayborn, succeeding his father. The couple had 2 sons, Norton Cecil Michael, who died during World War II, and John Ulick, who married Countess Patricia Mountbatten after the war. Lord Brayborn was an active statesman. He served as Governor of Bombay from 1933 to 1937 and then became Governor of Bengal, where he served until his death in 1939. He also served as Viceroy of India in 1938. However, today we will focus on the more brilliant aspects of his life, his wife and her jewelry collection. Lady Brayborn's tiara is made in Art Deco style and consists of geometric panels decorated with diamonds. The central place is occupied by a large antique-cut gem surrounded by a diamond cluster in the shape of a quatrefoil. It is noteworthy that this central stone and cluster can be removed from the tiara and used as a pendant or brooch. It is believed that the tiara was created and acquired by Lady Brayborn around 1925. She usually wore it in combination with an Art Deco parure, which included a sautoir, bracelets and brooches decorated with diamonds and emeralds. Lady Brayborn often wore this tiara to special events and posed in it for portraits. One of these portraits was painted when Lord Brayborn served as Governor of Bombay and Bengal. The sautoir had a unique feature. It could be worn not only as a necklace, but also as a tiara. In this form, Lady Brayborn appeared at the coronation of Elizabeth II, the wife of her cousin Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. That day, she complemented the look with diamond earrings. The last time the sautoir tiara was shown in public was in 1985 at Melissa Owen's wedding to John Ulick Knatchbull. Some of the jewelry from the parure was sold at auction in 1971 and the remaining pieces in the 1990s. The tiara itself was sold at auction at Christie's in 2002. Despite the sad end for these jewels, we hope that they will reappear in secular society. How the wedding tiara of Princess Sofia of Sweden became a symbol of universality. Sofia Hellqvist, a reality TV contestant, married Prince Carl Philip in June 2015. Her wedding tiara has become one of the most recognizable and versatile tiaras in the world. This tiara allows its owner to change her appearance using various precious stones. It consists of 9 diamond palmettes, between which there are thin diamond spears. The tops of the palmettes can be decorated with stones, which makes the tiara versatile and suitable for different occasions. The tiara was a gift from King Carl XVI, Gustav, and Queen Sylvia for the wedding of Sofia and Carl Philip. It is believed that it was created on the basis of a necklace that belonged to the Queen. At the wedding, the tiara was decorated with dark green emeralds. Since then, Sofia has repeatedly changed the design of the tiara, using various stones such as pearls, turquoise, topaz, and citrine. Prince Carl Philip, the second son of King Carl XVI, Gustav, and Queen Sylvia, became the rightful heir to the throne after the abolition of agnatic primogeniture in 1980. He met Sofia, a former model, in 2010. 4 years later, they announced their engagement, and in June 2015, they got married. In honor of this event, the couple founded a charitable foundation. After a long renovation, Villa Solbacken in Stockholm has become a new home for Carl Philip and Sofia. Interestingly, Princess Lilian of Sweden, the daughter of a Welsh miner, lived here before them. Her morganatic marriage to Prince Bertil was only recognized in 1976 after 30 years of relationship. This marriage was made possible by the efforts of King Carl XVI Gustav, who is known for his commitment to modernizing the Swedish monarchy. Perhaps we will see a new incarnation of this tiara during the Nobel Prize ceremony, which takes place in Stockholm on December 10th. Sofia often appears at this event in a palmette tiara. Sofia and Carl Philip have 3 sons, and they are expecting their 4th child in February 2025. Cubit Shand Tiara, a unique relic that Camilla inherited. Queen Consort Camilla has 3 tiaras borrowed from Queen Elizabeth II, but among them is a special tiara that she inherited from her family, the Cubit Shand Tiara. Camilla and her daughter Laura in a Cubit Shand Tiara, photo by PA. In addition to the Delhi Durbar, Greville and Tech Crescent tiaras, which Camilla borrowed from the Queen, she has another tiara, the Cubit Shand Tiara. This unique accessory was owned by Camille's grandmother, Sonia Keppel. The Keppel family had royal connections, as Sonia's mother, Alice Keppel, was the last woman of King Edward VII, Queen Elizabeth's great-grandfather. The tiara was named after Camilla's grandfather, the Honourable Roland Cubit, and Camilla's father, Major Bruce Shand. Sonia lent a tiara to Camilla for her first wedding to Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973, and this moment is captured in photographs from that time, Camilla wearing a Cubit Shand tiara at her first wedding. After Sonia's death in 1964, the tiara passed to Camilla's mother, Rosalind. But there are no publicly available photos of Rosalind wearing this tiara. Later, the tiara was seen at another wedding, at the wedding ceremony of Camilla's daughter, Laura, in 2006, after Camilla inherited it from her mother. Camilla passed the tiara on to her daughter, inheriting the tiara after Rosalind's death in 1994. Since then, Camilla has continued to wear the Cubit Shand tiara. Its light floral pattern makes the tiara more comfortable compared to the other 3 tiaras from the Queen's collection. This jewelry, made entirely of diamonds, is decorated with an exquisite floral pattern, which is framed by a thick wreath of leaves. The tiara was probably originally used as a necklace, as evidenced by the central decoration. Despite having access to the royal jewelry collection, Camilla will likely continue to wear her personal cubit shand tiara. Laura Parker Bowles wearing a cubit shand tiara at her wedding. Photo by P.A. Deborah Papas, a gemologist from the prestigious Moneylenders program, commented, "The flower pattern tiara is lighter than the others in the Queen's collection. She was chosen to give it to Camilla's daughter, Laura, for her wedding in 2006. The jewelry delights with its style. It is decorated with numerous diamonds of different sizes, made in the form of flowers and leaves. It is certainly Camilla's favourite piece of jewelry, and perhaps she will continue to wear it, although she has access to any royal jewelry. I would estimate this tiara to be worth over £250,000. The royal collection includes dozens of priceless tiaras. These ornaments are not only used at official events, but also belong to other members of the royal family and the British aristocracy, who wear them to state banquets and wedding ceremonies. A gift with intrigue, the story of the amulet necklace for Queen Victoria. In the entire history of the British monarchy, only 2 rulers have managed to celebrate the golden jubilee of their stay on the throne. Both turned out to be women, Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth II. These personalities did not just go down in history, they became symbols of entire eras, embodying the strength, traditions and resilience of the British crown. The splendour and myths of Victoria's Jubilee. The celebrations marking the 50th anniversary of Queen Victoria's reign in 1887 were held on a grand scale. Dozens of representatives of European monarchies gathered at Buckingham Palace, more than 50 kings and princes. There is a little-known legend that during the festive events in London, a terrible stampede occurred, in which up to 2,500 people died, allegedly even more than at the tragic Khodinka during the coronation of Nicholas II. However, despite the scale, this incident has not been recorded anywhere in official sources. The story came down to us only thanks to the diary entry of Nicholas II, who was told about it by the Duke of Edinburgh, perhaps just trying to support Grand Duke Vladimir Alexandrovich after the Moscow disaster. Gift idea: Albert statue. Victoria's anniversary was accompanied by a flurry of congratulations and gifts. The women of Great Britain decided not to stand aside and organised a special committee to present something special to the monarch. Initially, it was proposed to erect a monument to the Queen's late husband, Prince Albert, in Windsor Park. Victoria was happy to approve this proposal. She has kept a devoted memory of her husband for decades. The fundraising turned out to be extremely successful. Donations exceeded all expectations and amounted to an impressive £84,000, although the production of the statue required only £14,000. Where to put the extra money? The charity committee was faced with an unexpected question: how to dispose of the remaining £70,000. Various options were offered, from giving the sum in full to charity to creating a personal gift for the Queen. After much debate, Victoria surprisingly supported the idea of investing in the St. Catherine's Nurses Fund, but reserved the right to choose exactly how to distribute the money. Then new disputes broke out. Some aristocrats insisted on making a memorable personal gift, others insisted on charity. As a result, we decided to do both, part of the funds for decoration, part for the foundation. Victoria's ultimatum. At some point, the Queen got tired of the endless bickering. When she was offered as a gift to make a precious version of the St. Catherine's Foundation badge, she resolutely refused, and even stated that if she received such a gift, she would immediately exchange it for another one: the birth of the Golden Jubilee necklace. After the Queen's ultimatum, the committee reviewed the plans again. As a result, it was decided to allocate £5,000 to create an exquisite necklace. Initially, the jewellery was going to be ordered from Cartier, but the requested amount, £15,000, caused sharp dissatisfaction in Parliament. The alternative was the jewelry house Carrington and Company, which created a luxurious necklace made of gold, diamonds, and pearls. The main focus of the decoration was the central diamond quatrefoil, a symbol of luck and power. There were trefoils with large pearls around it. Later, earrings in a similar design were added to the set. The Queen's favourite jewelry. Despite the protracted disputes, the necklace has become one of Queen Victoria's most beloved pieces of jewelry. She often appeared in it at official events, and even a year after the anniversary, she proudly displayed it in portraits. Later, Victoria included the necklace in the list of crown jewels inherited by the next monarchs. Interestingly, after Victoria, the necklace was not worn for a long time by the spouses of subsequent kings, since they were queen consorts. Return to tradition, Elizabeth II, only queen. Elizabeth II, also a woman on the throne, returned the necklace to everyday use. She often combined it with the Vladimir tiara, another famous piece of jewelry with a dramatic story. The tiara, exported from Russia by Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna, eventually fell into the hands of the British Queen Mary and became part of the English Crown Collection. The tiara owes its practicality to Maria of Teck, at whose request the jewellers made the pendants removable. The jewelry can now be worn with pearls, emeralds, or without them at all. Elizabeth II preferred the pearl version, especially in combination with Victoria's diamond necklace.